Hallelujah. Today, Shalom, shalom, everybody. It's your brother Yaqub Woodrow. Back here to talk to y'all one more time. Very, very important topic. Something that me and one of my real close homies was talking about, close friends was talking about, like, real recently. And we were having a conversation, and it basically inspired me to read into it a little more. What people always say, you read too much into stuff. Most people don't read enough into stuff. So, that being said, let's get to reading. What we're going to read about is envy not the glory of a sinner. And before we do that, that was this, it's called Fade Away Reprise by my brothers the Shadows and myself. We call ourselves the Seers. You can check that out anywhere you check out music. You can check it out right here on YouTube, on their profile, the Shadows profile. You can check it out on my profile. And you can also stream it wherever you stream music, SoundCloud, wherever. So, yeah, if you like what you hear, go listen at it on your own free time. But right now, we're about to get into this lesson. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Good News Translation. Don't be jealous of a sinner's success. You don't know what kind of disaster is in store for him. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 41, verse 8. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. Proverbs 10 and 2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. Berean Study Bible. Ill-gotten treasures profit nothing, but righteousness brings deliverance from death. Amplified Bible. Treasures of wickedness and ill-gotten gains do not profit, but righteousness and moral integrity in daily life preserves from death. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 40, verse 12. All bribery and injustice shall be blotted out, but true dealing shall endure forever. Good News Translation. The results of evil. Nothing that comes from bribery or injustice will last, but the effects of loyalty will remain forever. Jeremiah 17 and 11. As the partridge sitteth on eggs, and hatcheth them not, so he that getteth riches, and not by right, shall leave them in the midst of his days, and at his end shall be a fool. Amplified Bible. Like the partridge that hatches eggs where she has not laid, so is he that makes a fortune in ways that are unjust. It will be lost to him before his days are over, and in the end he will be nothing but a fool. Contemporary English Bible. You cheated others, but everything you gained will fly away, like birds hatched from stolen eggs. Then you will discover what fools you are. International Standard Version. As a partridge gathers together eggs that it didn't lay, so is a person who amasses wealth unjustly. In the middle of his life it will leave him, and in the end he will prove to be a fool. Job chapter 20, verses 4 to 23. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his hand reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. Dung is that emoji, poop emoji. That's what dung is. Once you flush that down the toilet, it's gone. Well, it goes somewhere, but you ain't gonna be having access to it, hopefully. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? And Psalm 37 talk about how they sought that person and he could not be found. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more before him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sins of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Although wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it from under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asps within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Elohim shall cast them out of his belly. Get that back. He shall suck up the poison of asp, and the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save that which he desired. There shall be none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Elohim shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain upon him while he is eating. My granny, I don't know where she got it from. I don't know if she got it from that verse, but it always made me think of that. Like when people would do like grimy, underhanded things and stuff like that. My granny used to always say, "That's all right. The good Lord gonna turn his hind parts upside down and let it rain in it." And that's what that remind me of when it said right while he is eating it will rain on him. And we're going to get that from another translation just so we can make sure that everybody is on the same page. This is going to be a very fairly short one, but I felt hopefully that we gave everybody enough in that so that they can be able to understand that we shouldn't envy people that's doing wicked stuff. Like, yeah, it look good right now, but at the end of the days, you're going to wish that you had got what you got the fair way. I'd rather get what I got the fair way and have just enough. And sometimes barely enough, but the Most High always provides, so it will be enough than to have abundance and then have it just taken away from me, because I didn't do it the right way. This is the Good News Translation, no, the New Living Translation. We're going to get it from this time. Verse 4, Job 20, verse 4. Don't you realize that from the beginning of time, ever since people were first placed on earth, the triumph of the wicked has been short-lived, but the joy of the godless has only been temporary. And the joy of the godless has always been temporary, not but. Sorry, let's do that one more time. Let's start the whole thing. Job chapter 20, verse 4. Don't you realize that from the beginning of time, ever since people were first placed on the earth, the triumph of the wicked has been short-lived, and the joy of the godless has only been temporary. Though the pride of the godless reaches to the heavens, they very proud, they probably reach all the way up to the heavens, and their heads touch the clouds. Nose always up in the air. I'm better than you. You can't sit with us. All that other bull crap that they say. Yet they will vanish forever, thrown away like their own dung, just like when you flush it down the toilet. Those who knew him will ask, where are they? They will fade like a dream and not be found. They will vanish like the vision in the night. Those who once saw them will see them no more. Their families will never see them again. Their children will beg from the poor, so they must give back their stolen riches. Though they are young, their bones will lie in the dust. They enjoyed the sweet taste of wickedness, letting it melt under their tongue. They savored it, holding it long in their mouths. But suddenly the food in their bellies becomes sour, a poisonous venom in their stomach. They will vomit the wealth they swallowed. Elohim won't let them keep it down. They will suck the poison of cobras. The viper will kill them. They will never again enjoy streams of olive oil or rivers of milk and honey. They will give back everything they worked for. Their wealth will bring them no joy, for they oppressed the poor and left them destitute. They foreclosed on their homes. They were always greedy and never satisfied. Nothing remains of all the things they dreamed about. Nothing is left after they finish gorging themselves. Therefore, their prosperity will not endure. In the midst of plenty, they will run into trouble and be overcome by misery. May Elohim give them a belly full of trouble. May Elohim rain down his anger upon them when they try to escape an iron weapon. A bronze-tipped arrow will pierce them. The arrow is pulled from their back, and their arrowhead glistens with blood. The terrors of death are upon them. We read a little further in this one, but that's what the person is saying in the book of Job. Like the main key point that we want you to get it all, but the verse 4. Don't you realize that from the beginning of time, ever since people were first placed on the earth, the triumph of the wicked has been short-lived, and the joy of the godless have only been temporary. But they say, Moses, I'm going to read that, and then we get out of here. Rather than to enjoy the pleasures. This is Hebrews. This comes from the New Testament. Hebrews 11, verses 24 and 25. You can get that. It says, chapter 23, I'm sorry. No, 24, we was right. It says, by faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Verse 25, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Elohim than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. So it's only for a season. It's only for a little while. Like, it might feel real good, but it's not going to last. And with the people of the Most High suffering, I feel real bad. I can attest to it. It does feel terrible at times, like almost unbearable. But he always gives us the strength to bear it. But we know that what we got waiting for us, when we get our reward, it's going to last. Like, it's not going to fade away. It's not going to wear out. That time is not going to be like, you don't have to look over your shoulder, looking at people you done grimy and stuff like that. Like, wonder when it's coming, wonder when it's going to be over with. Like, I remember being friends with some females, and they was telling me about some people they knew that was quote unquote back in the day getting money. And the people would say like, oh, we know at some point it's gonna come to an end, but we gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. When you serve the Most High, you don't gotta worry about riding it till the wheels fall off, because the wheels ain't gonna fall off. It'll be forever. And I always say I'd rather suffer for a little while and then have it good forever than to have it good for a little while and have to suffer forever. So that's just some food for thought, something to think about, And not gonna even be long on this one. What they say, I ain't even gonna be before you long. That's all I pretty much got to say, man. So we just had to pick which side of things we want to be on. And with that being said, much love. May the Most High bless. And Most High willing, we'll see each other again real soon. I love all of y'all. Shalom.